Thoughts are what drives our feelings, emotions, our actions, and eventually what we manifest in our physical reality. By the end of this training, you are going to understand the 2 toxic thoughts you absolutely need to eliminate, and the 1 thought you need to foster and develop in order to achieve what you desire. Now, before we dive in, I want to share with you a story. And this is the story that led me to this profound wisdom. Many years ago, 1 year after I came to the US, I started online dating. And I met a guy from Boston. We had the first very pleasant meeting, and he said, let's meet up again. And then a few days later, he changed his mind and said, let's not see each other again, because we were 2 hours by driving. That's the distance we had. At the time, I just bought a very old car. My idea was I got a driver's license, and then I can use a car to drive to see him. And I told him that I plan to take the driver's test the following week, and then I will go to drive to see him so that he does not need to spend time on the road. So that's what we were left at. And then the next week when my driver's test came along, I failed it. I was so devastated. I actually cried at the DMV, refusing to leave until they gave me a driver's license. I was very, very silly. I just came to the country for 1 year. I had no idea of how serious the DMV was. And there was a very fierce looking tall guy talking to me for like half an hour and said, ma'am, you have to leave. We cannot give you a driver's license. So I was very, very devastated. Number one, I was very good at anything that's physical, like exercise related. I was able to ride a bike when I was 5 years old, a grown-up big bike back in China. So I was I know I was very good at things kinesthetic. So I never thought I could have failed my driver's license. Another reason I was so upset is because I felt like my dating life was hinged upon me getting a driver's license. It was so important to me. So that's actually, it turns out to be, a mistake I'm gonna share with you. So long story short, it actually took me 7 times to get my driver's license. I failed 6 times, and it's almost a year. Took me almost a year. I scheduled with different DMVs. I thought maybe that one was bad, so I go to different places. I did more driving practice. Eventually, the place I got my driver's license was the first DMV I went. And when I finished the road test, the officer said, I couldn't believe how good a driver you are. I was like, yeah, it only took me 7 times, right? The reason was, when I was went inside the DMV, I met the tall, fierce-looking guy, and he was so bubbly and said, see, I told you you're gonna get your driver's license. There are 2 thoughts that I held on to that blocked my manifestation, and eventually 1 thought that enabled me to achieve success. I know looking back, it became like a joke, because the day after I got my driver's license, I got pulled over by a cop at a busy intersection. And the cop said, show me your driver's license. And I proudly presented it. What I learned from the story are 2 thoughts you absolutely must eliminate in order to have powerful action, in order for the universe to start pulling everything together to manifest for you. The number 1 thought is, I am important. That thought you need to let go of. That thought came from the ego. And for me, taking a driver's test, I thought I am good. I was able to ride a dog bike by the age of 5. I'm very good kinesthetically. So I thought I am important. That thought, I was holding on to that thought. When you hold on to that thought, you give yourself too much unnecessary pressure, and that pressure is going to show up on your action when you carry out the action. That's exactly what happened to me. So the number one thought you need to eliminate is I am important. Number 2 is it is important. It means the thing you try to achieve. You put so much emphasis on it's important. It becomes so big that is beyond your grasp. For me, I thought getting the driver's license is like my whole life depended on it. My dating life depended on it, and my ability to, move around, go grocery shopping. I put so much emphasis on the thing. I gave so much power to the thing. So when you do that, no matter how great your goal is, you have to, on a certain level, let go and don't let it consume you. That's what happens when you put so much importance on the thing you try to achieve. You allow it to control you. That's will not get you good results. That's when it's going to show up on your action. You don't want the goal to be like mentally consuming you. So that's the second thought you need to eliminate. It is important. You need to let go of that. And so the 2 thoughts you need to get rid of is I am important and it is important. And what is the thought you need to foster in order to achieve your desire faster? So that the third thought is I am good at it. So it's not about you are important or the thing is important. And the thought you need to begin to cultivate is I am good at it. So you emphasize that you are good at that action. This happens to people after practice. They become so good at it. It's not about them. It's not about the thing. It just becomes a natural part of you. That's when it becomes so easy. That's what happened to me after 6 fails in driver's test. I begin to think that maybe I am good at it. I know I failed so many times because I put so much emphasis on myself and on the thing. I give so much power away. Now I need to step into my power and claim that I am good at it. When you do that, you can let go. You can be in the present and focus on the action. You are actually getting it without any resistance. That's least resistance. Everything goes smoothly. So to summarize, there are 3 thoughts you need to watch out for. You try to manifest a goal, no matter how grand the goal is or how small it is. Number 1 thought to eliminate is I am important. Let go of that thought. Number 2 is it is important. Don't give your power away to the goal itself. Don't let it control you, your emotions. And the third thought is something to foster is I am good at it. As you practice, continue to affirm that I am good at it. I hope this is helpful. Follow my channel for more inspirations, and I'll see you in the next one.